Neville, what the TV remote for the other TV in here? Look on the couch. You find it?
No.
That's alright. Don't worry about it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one. The Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This one for the right to represent the AFC Super Bowl 56 in LA. On we go. Fields in the middle of the end zone.
Oh, I do not feel like fucking playing.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. You'll get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 40-yard run, so the offense will go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, that shit was big.
And it is a good play. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send it deep. Try to throw some air under it. You can hit downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, motherfucker. Hell yeah, I'll take that shit.
Get outside. My first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. A solid punt, but also a nice return there, 15 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield strike, they look to throw.
Oh!
Quarterbacks work all the time, they manipulate your defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just steers the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away. And he goes down before giving it inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the heart of the quarterback just says, hey, you can pick a play. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Oh, what a... Damn, I fucking put the wrong... Oh, this is why I don't want to play. Exactly why. Oh, man, I'm this shit. What do you think? Here we go.
Set that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Look at this shit.
He's got a first down inside the midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Come on, man. This nigga's not going to the wrong hole every motherfucking time, bro. That shit bullshit, man.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Throw that snap. Oh, you got me. Oh, I knew it was going to be that. I knew he was going to hit him.
D.D. Westbrook. Jags have the early lead.
One of the keys to their winning streak has been scoring first in the drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now this time, Rosen will throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it, and I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Raiders nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Rosen will throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
That's the way to run
and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he whips that one incomplete there. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 40. The 20.
Go time, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls, they're setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rosen. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Justin Houston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Raiders 7.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 here. If they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also in the field goal range at the 28.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 72 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
John Ross, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders get a score closer.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rosen looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rosen off the play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd down and inches. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs.
The Raiders.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 24-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
22.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Las Vegas, first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a score closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 56 is Mike, 56 is Mike.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the option. 44 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 39-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Play action here with Rosen. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And 3.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A handoff as they run the counter play. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
38.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Here we go, G. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
Get in the weight room. Alert. Watch the whip. Mike's 54.
From the gun, it's Rosen.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
At the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mark 22, Mark 22. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 80, 80, 80. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Rock 54. Rock 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd